taking a breather in Worldwide Plaza on my way to work. What a week it has been. So when last we checked in, Monday I was at the library where two people came up to me and introduced themselves, having seen me in a video with John Barr on how to, get Broadway tickets and stuff. Meanwhile, Wednesday at Back to the Future, we had a special, a group from a place called Camp Broadway. I'm telling you, these kids must have spent a lot of money to go to Camp Broadway. 150 kids got, before the show, all departments, most departments, did like a demo for them of things that they're gonna see at the matinee. I mean, like, okay, here's the car, here's how the car moves with the lights up. Okay, now we're gonna add the lights. Okay, now we're gonna add the set around it. Okay, now we're gonna add the sounds. Okay, now we're gonna add the video. And they got to like witness all of this. So I had been approached by my supervisor, another dresser and I, Jenna and I, and our supervisor demoed a couple of quick changes, which I'm like, I teach a quick change class. So that for me was like, yeah, sure, let's do that. So it was a lot of fun with the kids. We got one of them to be Doc, one of them to be Marty. We pulled some of our spare costumes and like, okay, you're dresser one, you're dresser two, you're the Doc, I'm picking kids out of the audience to help. Before I realized it, I picked a child who has his arm in a sling. I'm like, oh, this is great. I got nothing but shit all day from the stagehands. Like, yeah, wardrobe's so easy, you can do it with one hand tied behind your back. Okay, all right. They had a ball. Later, they met with one of our actors who said to me later, all they talked about was the quick change. After the matinee, we sometimes do talkbacks with groups that pay to be there and give a donation to like Broadway Cares or something else to do a talkback. And they're very voluntary, and usually I don't go because the kids want to talk to actors. What's it like to be an actor? They don't care about wardrobe. But a lot of us, because it was a big group and all, they were like, oh, we encourage everybody to come down. So a lot of us were like, let's go. They were so sweet this morning, let's go. I walk in, one by one, we're getting to the stage as we're done with our jobs and the talk back. I come in, the kids start screaming and chanting, Billy, Billy, and I'm like, what the hell? While we sat there and answered questions, and we kind of went down the line with a lot of the questions, so we each got to talk to them, 3 different times they stopped the proceedings to chant my name. Turns out, months and months ago, when I did that Broadway vlog that Casey Likes did for our show, and I was in all of his ridiculous videos doing ridiculous things, these children devour that stuff. So I am known to them. And they're gonna do autographs at the stage door after. Billy, we want your autograph. So I had to go run get my dinner and run back there. I spent like 15 minutes signing every program and t-shirts and their arms, taking pictures with these kids. I'm told, you're an icon, you're a star, they're gonna write a musical about you. These kids were so sweet. And the cast is going, Billy, what the hell? I was like, yeah, I know, you don't know who you're messing with. So get me. In other news, today, I took it slow today because this was a long week with understudies and all of that extra stuff. But I did have to leave my house dressed kind of casual, nice in my neighborhood. There's a publication, it's an online, I think it's only online. You might be able to get it for free at newsstands someplace, called W42. It's a West 42nd Street Hell's Kitchen activities, what's going on in Hell's Kitchen, weekly information thing. And they profile residents of the neighborhood and ask them, where do you like to go eat? What do you like to go do? And a friend of mine suggested me. So guess what? I did a question, answered questions about where I go to eat, what I like to do, what it's like living here, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be coming out in another week or so. And with that, they do photographs. So I had to meet them at one of the places I go, UT47, which I did in a John Barr video months and months ago. Went back there to plug that place and this other place and this other place and this other. It was fucking hot. But we took pictures of me looking cute in all these places where I go to eat. So that happened. And another thing, a friend that I worked at on Tony and Tina's wedding in the West Village, he was the director, in 1989, Larry Pellegrini, now has a podcast. I want to say it's called Dangerous Drag Queens and Other Deviants or Delinquents. I think that's the name. I'm close. Interviewed me on a Zoom call for the podcast and / video of just my experience with costumes and times when I have been in a dress and my experience with drag. So, hi, it's all about Billy right now. When is it not? And so there. So now I'm gonna go do my matinee where I'm gonna hide meekly in the dark and not make a spectacle of myself, unless of course somebody wants me to. and probably leaving the stage door tonight. Usually there's one or two kids going, Billy, my God, hi! So, like, much to the consternation of the cast. All right, bye.